Gun was a good idea. Like right before stream. Yeah, probably a bad idea. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder, the 3 glorious days. Let the puns ensue. Indeed. Welcome, J-Man. Act 3, The Sleeping City. I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear if I find that moping bird brain at the Kenner Joyu. I don't know how to speak French. Finally, good morning, Falcon. Mornings, but no, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. It means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones? It's far too early for this level of roasting. Ooh. Dude, roasted in group chat. It's too early for this. When you get a lame-ass perm. Or your butted see everyone in the group chat's roasting you. It's too early. Hey, this one's for my boy Sparrow Son. Thanks, my man. Pass the Cabaret Sauvignon. No way, I've got important business to discuss. And I can't do that if you're half drunk. Mon Dieu, give me a break. What, you French now? Come on. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial. Actually, yes. It was just what that wolf just said about a revolution. Pshaw. That guy was off his rocker. Besides, if we worried about every potential French revolution, we would never get any work done. Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell us about this important business you wanted to discuss. Important business. Oh yeah, the business. Bam, a letter. This one's from Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything. It is indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrow Son. You may have the honors. All right, ahem. Monsieur Falcon, meet me at the rooftop cafe opposite the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards. Inspector Volerti. I couldn't say inspector. I don't know. That's it. How terse. He has a proposal. Alright, well, sure. YOLO. Whoops. I didn't mute. I didn't mute it. Oh no. Nice. Nice Reno. Alright. You have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind? Not a clue. We're going to go meet him and find out? We may as well. YOLO. Grab your coat. Alright, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point. What did you eat this time? No, it's not like that. I need to pay for the bill for my last visit. Well, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit. The inspector's call should be a take priority, I think. Burberino. Merp. Place de la Bastille. Is Place like plaza? Should I say it like place or something? It's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the ancient regime. Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the ancient regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds? It was a joke. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old. Well, well, well. Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I, too, was invited here by the inspector. What could he want from all three of us? It's hardly unusual for lawyers and police friends to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck. We're getting hosts. We're getting hosts, son. J-Mans and Lemon. Dropping host bombs over here. Pow, pow. Hell yeah. Thanks. A big investigative role sounds juicy. Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus? No, what? Turns out he acquired his position as judge through illegal means. A warrant has been put out for his arrest. He's a wanted... Was there something below that? Because I didn't see it. Shit. What does that even mean? He's actually Gumshoe? He's actually Edgeworth. A little hazy on the details. Something about pushing the judge into the Seine. Is it Seine or Sign? I want to say it's Sign, but I keep saying Seine. I can believe that. I'm sure he'll be caught before long. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which... Oh, good. You're all here. Excuse me, Monsieur Mr. Inspector Villetter, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison? Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking. Impotent whelps. I'm not that old. It's sane. Okay. That's what I said. I think I knew that. Welcome back, Rose. You impotent whelps, I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries in the July Revolution 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood. We were given the orders to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. So I looked up and saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian Killer himself. I keep saying it, but every time I see it, that Totoro emote is adorable. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we're here. Right, oh, of course, why we're here. What I'm about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential, you understand. It's a matter of national security. As you probably heard, France is under a threat from a certain heinous group. Hipsters! The hipsters are coming! Revolutionaries. Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadow of Paris. We, the police Paris Police Department, have known about it for months. No, years. In every tavern and every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. It'd be so funny if JJ was like, "That's great, Valerity, but but do we care?" Is the question. And Cocorico is the one that interrupted him. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they will only just get angrier. That's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the public. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the Croquet Monsieur. I was watching a speedrunner friend of mine earlier when his run died. KFFC RIP. Wish I could have a shorter prefix on my name. I think CCN would be perfect. CCNW. We know the rebels are having weapons supplied by the Croque Monsieur. Like the sandwich? What? Is it Croque Monsieur? Croque Monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel. Throw on some peppers and it's a Friday night. There's nothing to do with the sandwiches. Croque Monsieur is the alias of the accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know. That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking? Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I'd be honored to lend any and all assistance. Suck up. It's very good to hear. Now, what about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte. What do I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We're surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. It's an interesting way to put it, but alright. The same reaction of the day? I bet. It's a good emo. Look at the slackers and dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display of the previous trials. Those are the results I produced with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Hell yeah, we care. Let's go. Let's go. I saw you defending Dame Cataline and Prince 1. I heard your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any of my police do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Cataline, doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you want a total bird brain. By my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that's not in your job description. So what do you say? You want to sit around your office twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this responsibility to do something great, help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation? Aye, aye, Captain. I'm all in. I'll fight for America. I mean, France. I mean, whatever this is. I'm going to help my country, Inspector. Consider us on board. Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. Something wrong with a little national pride? Yeah, pride is fine and all, but do we get any compensation? Here's 50 francs. You'll receive another 50 upon the completion of your work. Psh, we're being undersold. Hush, Parasite. This is a great opportunity. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive Croque Monsieur, and I'll find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your 2 tasks. I will check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then. So I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me laugh, Severin. I have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson. We have a Croque Monsieur to hunt. Okay, let's go. Not so fast. There's something else we need to discuss. Something else that we're not privy to. That's a lot of places to go. First and foremost, we're going to go with our boys R&M. Alright, well, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guests some tea? What sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, perhaps? Ooh, chamomile is for, like, sleeping. Darjeeling. Thank you, Mousy. What is it you two came here for? We have a couple of questions. Have you heard rumor of an uprising? Have you heard of any rumors of an uprising? Of course, these days a man can't walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolts. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution before the end of winter. What can you tell us about the dissenters specifically? Do you know where they are meeting? I only know when I can read the papers. I know anti-government protesters are meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went? I see. You heard of the croque monsieur? I'm not talking about the sandwich, unfortunately. The black market salesman, the man who claims to be able to procure anything, no matter how illegal? Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. I don't know him personally, but I just know his reputation. You have any idea how we can find him? Meeting the croque monsieur face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody, after all. I shall do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days, and I will tell you where and when you can find the croque monsieur. Thank you. Of course, there's a price. Just a small fee, a mere 30 francs. It's no personal errand. We are investigating on behalf of the king and country. But I'm running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs, and I guarantee I will find you the croque monsieur. That's my final offer. Well, I'll take it. Very good. As I promised, return 3 days or later, and I'll tell you where. Rest assured, I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence. That's all. Have a pleasant day. Oh, rip. Bother. Okay, that was the 26th. We need to come back on the 30th. We'll see if I can't remember that. Okay. Let's go to the art gallery. Double checks platinum team. We won't talk about the cult of reason. Peddle your pyramid scheme to someone else, but I got a kid to feed. It's not a pyramid scheme. Take a leaflet at least. What about you, Monsieur? Would you like to learn about the glorious teachings of Jacques Hebert? Cult is it? Not today, Monsieur. I'm already been in my fair share of cults. This cult is different. Remember the cult of reason, huh? I thought this cult died out way back in the old revolution. That person. Looks like a run-of-the-mill cultist. I can see that, but doesn't his face look familiar? It kind of looks like Romulus, but... He's gone. I'm not going crazy, right? That game was a split image of Judge Romulus. I knew it. I knew it was Romulus. I can't deny the similarity. Then again, there are plenty of wolves in Paris. Maybe there's no link at all. Either way, we have an investigation to conduct. Let's visit the garden. Let's see if there's anything on the garden. Isn't that our old friend? You! You promised to get my photographs up in the Louvre. The Louvre. What happened with that? Where are my photographs? Huh? We had a messy case, and now we're investigating stuff. But I guess we can fit in some time. I got another week to go, and then I'm done with this dumb job. I have a moment, just the one, mind. We'll see with the cultist. He's been hanging around all week. Today he tried to hand me a leaflet, so I told him where to put it. Now, where would that be? What? Where did you tell him to put the leaflet? Oh, I get it. Never mind. Oh, man. What do you know about that guy? What's his story? His story? How should I know? He's just a cultist loser. Louvre attracts all these types of crazies all the time. Let's see. Did you two want something else? About any uprising? I mean, like a rebellion? I've heard rumors. There's a lot of uneasy people in Paris. Nothing specific, just that there's a group planning to form a huge protest for the end of February. Ooh. Oh shit. Where are we at the end of February? Some say it might go violent. If you were wise, you would probably fly out of the city as soon as possible. I couldn't if I wanted to. No thanks to you guys. But in any case, I'm sticking around for the photograph opportunities. Wartime photography. Imagine the possibilities. Sounds profitable. Ka-ching. Anyway, you want something else? Nah, I'm good. These guys can't keep it together, Eric. It's us, the Philistines, remember? Yep. Hi. We have a couple of questions, if it's no trouble. It's no trouble at all. Anything? An uprising? You know, people getting angry, being violent, overthrowing the government. Hey, it's Matt, man. What's going on, dude? Good as no, I don't know anything about that sort of thing. Never mind then. You seen the cultist outside? The cultist? You mean that cult of reason fellow? Yeah, he accosted me a few days ago. Chatted for a while, not by choice of course, but because I didn't know how to get out of conversation. Speaking of which, today I was accosted. I was held hostage by a customer. Not literally, obviously, but this is one lady and she wanted to talk for like 20 minutes. Got put under to get my tooth pulled today. That sucks, man. I hope it's healing well. Are you gonna get like a crown, like a replacement, like a fake tooth implant kind of thing, or? Gosh, I hate teeth stuff. Oh, it's the worst. Oh. No. 20 minutes. I don't know if it was actually 20 minutes. It felt like 20 minutes. Oh my god. She was going on and on and on, and she was just like, oh man, that toothpaste that's on sale, I wanted to get some, but you guys don't have any toothpaste right now. And you know, I'm very particular. I'm very particular about my toothpaste. You see, when I was a kid, me and my mother, we went to church, and this lady came through, and she was just visiting with her church, and we ended up talking with her, and it turns out she worked for Life magazine. And so she was telling us that there was this brand new thing called toothpaste made by Crest, and Crest toothpaste came out, and no Americans ever had cavities. And so it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you talking to me about toothpaste? Lady, get your life together. And she's just going on and on and on about like stuff I don't care about. I'm just like, yeah, that's crazy. Life magazine. Wow. Insane. Wow. Oh no. Wow. Take toothpaste. Yeah. I'm listen. I stick with what you know. Yep. You know. The whole time I'm just like, oh my god, shoot me. And she wouldn't take a hint. Like I turned my light off. Like I'm trying to go home. Right. I'm trying to like close down my booth and go home. And she's just standing there like, oh man, I'm so glad I caught you before, because I saw the light is off, but you're still here. So I thought I'd come and see you because I wanted to talk to you about getting a rain check for that toothpaste that I didn't have. I'm like, oh, like lady, just come back tomorrow. It'll be back tomorrow. I promise. There are times where I'll give you a short answer, and it's not because I don't care. It's because like I'm in the middle of something, and you're welcome to talk, and I'll read it at some point. I might not be able to have a conversation about it with you right now. You know, Crest, Time magazine. But yeah. But it just went on for so long, and my manager comes up because he's trying to close us down too. And so she's going on talking to me about just whatever, and then the manager comes up, and the manager is just kind of standing there, and then she looks at him and starts talking to him and just berating him, not berating, but just bombarding him with stupid stuff, just like talking about dumb bullshit, right? Just constantly. And then he picks up the whole like, yeah, oh, that's cool, yeah, yeah, oh, you stick with what you know, yeah, same toothpaste, wow, Life magazine, really. She essentially does the whole thing to him too, and I just pull out my phone and I'm like, fuck this, I'm getting on Reddit, this is dumb. Oh man. Anyways, yeah, but not by choice, of course. I didn't know how to get out of the conversation. That is me in a nutshell. Got a little out of hand, but he insisted I'd take a pamphlet. Be Your Own God, an introductory guide to the cult of reason. Have you even added his own signature? Happy reading, Sylvius. Green ink too. What a fiendish color choice. The guy is such a slime ball. We aren't even close to the bestest buddies. Oh man. Close name Sylvius. Do you mind if we keep this pamphlet, sir? Be my guest. I don't want it. Hell yeah. You want something else? That's all. That's all. Thank you for your time. You've been a great help. It's no trouble. No trouble at all. Over here he's like, oh man, don't talk to me. Oh god. Just, yeah. Oh man. Gosh, it's so crazy. Like, I don't know. It's so weird that some people just don't see that. Some people aren't self-aware enough to see that they just, you know what I mean? Like, they see that they just keep talking. No one cares. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too rude. Maybe they don't get to talk to anybody ever, and they go into the grocery store. It means like they have a chance to talk to people, which is entirely possible. It's entirely possible that could be the case. Let's see if we can't pull up anything about the cult of reason. We're here for recipes, Sparrow Son. I keep wanting to call him like Daniel Son, you know, like from fucking Karate Kid. Yeah. This librarian fellow seems pretty intelligent. If there's something we've overlooked, he would know. Would you mind lowering your voices? You're disturbing me during my daily crossword. Oh, I should have known. It's the two Harlequins. First of all, can I just say Nathan is a top-notch name. Someone really deserves a raise for that one right there. He deserves a special spot in the credits. Came up with Nathan John Smith. That guy. Pat on the back. When I worked at Home Depot, this guy had a 10-minute conversation about our justice system. Went from, sir, where's the power tools to our incarceration rate. Yeah, it's crazy how that happens. And it's a universal thing. It's just some people want to talk. And they don't care. That's the thing. Is that these people, you have to think about it. These people are selfish. These people are so selfish. They just want to talk and they don't want to listen. They don't care about you and your time and your, like, anything. They're just like, I'm going to sit here and lecture you. You didn't ask for this. You don't want this. And you want to leave as soon as possible. But I'm going to keep you here with social obligations. And I'm just going to throw whatever brain diarrhea I have at you. I'm just going to spew it out. And I'm not going to stop. You have to just say, thanks, buddy. Talk to you later. Toodaloo. But it's different whenever you're in a spot where, like, you have to sit still. You know what I mean? Of course you do. Fine, let's get this over with so I can get back to my puzzle. Have you heard of the Croque Monsieur? I'm going to keep saying Croque Monsieur until someone corrects me, so. Sandwich? Of course I've heard of it. No, I mean a person with that name. That doesn't ring any bells. I'm familiar with the Earl of Sandwich, if that helps. You can become an Earl of Food now? I'm in the wrong profession. Will you tell us about an uprising? Uprising? Would you care to be more specific? A Paris uprising. You two cannot be serious. You want me to talk about every rebellion, revolution, revolt that Paris has ever been through? We could be here all night. That hasn't happened yet. A future uprising. I've read the newspapers. The government tries to strangle the media, but the truth shines through the gaps in censorship. The citizens' contempt for our current leaders is blatant. A future revolt is A very real possibility. That's all I know. Thanks for... okay, let's try. Never mind. Thank you for your time anyway. I bid you a good day. Okay, on Sunday we will have an answer. Oh, there's other places here. Let's go talk to the place. Let's see if we can't pay off our bill. There he is, Sparrowson. Go ahead, say what you need to say. Excuse me, Dr. Follett. Thank you for, giving me an antidote and making me well and stuff. Sparrowson, wasn't it? Of course, there is a small matter of the debt. Right, let's see. 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care. Total comes to 500 francs. Falcon, can I get an advance? And next month, and the months after. Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man. He will surely allow you to pay in installments. With my current wages, I should be able to fully pay off the debt by the 20th century. Pay isn't that bad. Humans are lawyers, yes. If you would do some pro bono work for me, I might be able to knock the bill down a little. Maybe to say 100 francs? Oh, that sounds much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind? You're doing a job and someone approaches you and says, hello there, I was wondering if you would get this item. Nah, fuck that. Let's get down to business, honey. First things first, Crest. I eat that shit for breakfast. And you're just like, oh, damn. Damn, son. Over here eating that fucking Crest with extra whitening shit. Just like, it's like a fucking Go-Gurt. Just imagining Go-Gurt. Oh, man. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, sorry, honey. Can't sit for breakfast. Gotta go. Got my fucking feeding tube. Oh, man. Fucking Go-Gurt. Oh, debt collection. Sounds fun. That's been quite a nice change. Yes, give us the details, Doctor. There's a man I treated for a small injury a couple years ago. He's been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since. I normally wouldn't pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know that the man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I would greatly appreciate it if you would pay him a visit and strong-arm him into loosening his purse strings. Maybe we can swing by the investor's house if we have a free minute. Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Doctor. We will dedicate every waking moment. I didn't agree to that. Every waking moment. Alright, see what we can do. Alright, we got some new news from your boy, R&M. Sir Vulpes, I managed to dig up some good info, I trust. There's good news and there's bad news. Good news first. Found a way you can meet the Croque Monsieur. He lurks around the Rue de Marmosets. There we go. The Rue de Marmosets on Friday evenings. The Monkey Road by Notre Dame. That seems simple enough. So what's the bad news? The Croque Monsieur refuses to speak with anyone who does not know a secret password. I was afraid I was unable to procure that particular password. I'm going to open up a little notepad here so I remember. Do I have a thing for just general notes to myself? If I don't, I should. I really should. I'm going to create a new document called Notes to Self. That is a problem. I apologize, I cannot be of more help. It's no problem at all. You've given us a fantastic lead. Rue de Marmosets on Friday. I'll be there. This password shouldn't be too hard to uncover. We just have to find someone with a loose enough tongue. Wait, too any longer. You sure have... I'm sure you have a lot of investigative work. I'm sorry. Monsieur Lopez. It's a new day. All right. Come in. Are you Monsieur Gustave Trouve? I am. And you are? Lawyers. We're lawyers. Sent on behalf of Dr. Follett. We're here to collect a debt that you owe. It's time to pay up. We forgot about that. Listen, I'll be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't have quite enough money on hand. What to do? What to do? I know. I have a brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. Completely revolutionize the surgical field. Trust me, this baby will easily be worth 10,000, no, 100,000 francs. It's not that simple. The device isn't finished yet. Know exactly what needs to be done, but I'm missing some crucial parts. Perhaps if you had some time to spare, you could help me out. Run out and collect what I need. Okay. Oh. Let's see here. Doctor needs 500 francs or 100 and debt collected. Guy needs parts. Put that in the corner. Who's the #1 donator? Nah, who cares? I have the old legacy chat popped down, so I don't see the original. Oh well. Falcon, please help the man. I can't spend the rest of my life in debt. All right, no need to get all panicky. We'll hear the man out. What does he need? Copper pot. He's built a portable electric battery. A zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid accompanied by a copper service. A current is generated. One copper pot. Okay, one copper pot. Wonder where we can find one of those. I've seen copper kettles in the Hall's Market. Although those things aren't too cheap. Can't help but feel I saw a copper pot somewhere else. What else? String! High grade. I feel like this is a wild goose chase and I don't really want to do it. Hall's Market would have that in abundance. You can really afford to blow our whole budget on the market, Falcon. Sure, there's a cheaper way to acquire string. String has to be higher quality than that. I need something that, that's fishing line grade. Books, confectionaries, alcohol, groceries, perhaps? Alright, got it all written down. We'll see. Okay. I want to go to the Chocolate Emporium. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it's you two again. Remember us? I guess no surprise. Of course I remember. I'm supposed to ask me questions by a little chocolate. You know of an uprising. There's always rumors of rebellion. Citizens whisper in the shadows. The bourgeoisie cower in fear. But have you personally heard anything specific? No. You heard of the Croque Monsieur. So talking to a lot of people, have you come across any unsavory characters in your occupation? I was hiking through the mountains of the Netherlands and I was accosted by an overzealous tulip salesman. Oh gosh. Dutch Rooples at him and made a quick escape. It's tangential. Rants don't bother me. We're looking for a person in the Croque Monsieur. No, Monsieur. Okay, that's all. Well, if you may notice, in fact, this is a chocolate shop. I am much better service as a chocolate salesman than a rumor mongerer. I'm going to buy a box of chocolates for a friend. Have you any recommendation? Could it be? Am I the friend, Falcon? Is this gift for me? Certainly. If you're looking for something romantic, then perhaps an elegant, heart-shaped selection from Tuscany would suit you. I don't feel that way about you, Falcon, but how could I decline such a scrumptious gift? You have anything that would be suitable for any occasion? Perhaps this box of 20 creamy chocolate swirls from London. They're very sweet. Nobody can resist. Yes, those are perfect. Take them. You're being so fidgety. No reason. Cut it out. It's weird. Those will work nicely. How much are they? 5 francs. I'll take it. You just want to say you've been a great friend and an inspirational mentor. I have ample amounts of respect for you as a person, and you do know these chocolates are for you, right? Oh. Yeah, I knew that. Good. Just making sure. You're breaking my heart, Falcon. No! Sparrow son, please! A part of me likes Sparrow son more than Maya. Like, just a little bit. I'm more attached to Maya because we've been through so much. But I do love Sparrow son's quips. A box of chocolates. Thank you very much. And thank you for putting up with our endless questions. It's been a pleasure. Let's head out to the what do you call it? No drinking. Bad Falcon. Calm down, Sparrow son. I'm just here for information. Taverns are the first place people go to moan about the government. It's perfect rebel breeding grounds. But Maya's fetish for burgers. You're right. I wonder if that's just the American version. It has to be, right? It has to be. In the Japanese version, they're like, oh, let's go out for ramen or something, you know? And her personality. See, it's such large personality. Oh, man. Oh, it's you two. Wine or beer? I'm afraid it's just questions for now. We're looking for a man named the Croque Monsieur. The name doesn't sound familiar. Okay. Well, have you heard of any patrons bad-mouthing the government? Of course. It's a tavern, hun. It's true, but has anyone stood out? Between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty. Now, I'm not saying they are or they aren't rebels, but they're doing far too much talking and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean. I think I do. Rest in peace. That's when the Mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's going to keep them, though. You know that she hates being called Mademoiselle. You're going to get stuck with guard duty again. Alright, you are. The Madam, is it? Oh, she ain't married, is she? So why do I have to call her Madam? Why don't you ask her yourself? No way, she would straight up and eat me alive if I asked that directly. Eavesdroppers. Can I help you? Wait. The Croque Monsieur, tell me everything. Let's see here. Where'd you get that swanky hat? I see you're carrying a rifle, evidently. Who manufactured it? Ah, good question. I was hunting around here carrying old French Charlesvilles, but this beauty is something special. See, it's American. It's a Springfield Armory. Model 1812, percussion lock firing mechanism. American musket, you say? That's quite something. That's something quite special. It's been hard to procure. It's true you can't buy guns of this quality from standard street sellers, but if you know the right people. Well. Okay, listen carefully. You didn't hear it from me, but meet the Croque Monsieur. It'd be foolish to explain in public. It would be much easier if you take this. Some sort of law book? The book's subject is not important. Just take it. Oh, it's the Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories. I appreciate the gift, but I'm not religious. Nor am I. Just take it, you idiot. Bible books are what we use to pass around the code phrases, don't we? Oh, Pharaoh, please. I'm trying to be low key, and I can't do that if you're mouthing off with a big beak of yours. Dude, a beak. Right you are. Try to forget what my friend said. Just with a little searching with the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire. Is that a religious metaphor? No, I'm being very literal. Well, thank you very much for the gift. But to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman. Well, I hear that there's an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at the Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps if you show the man your new book, he'll be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage. I feel like you're trying to convert me. Friar Notre Dame. Gotcha. Something else you wanted? What are y'all talking about? If you'd like to include in our conversation, but to be honest, I don't think that's any of your business. You're right, it's none of our business. Wait, no harm done. That's all. Thank you for your assistance. It's nothing. Now get out of here. You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do whatever you needed to do with the croque monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do. I appreciate the advice. I'm assuming these guys just play cards. Those are cards. Not today. Oh, come on. No, thank you. See you around. Entrance. I did the road. Let's hit the road. Yeehaw. Now the question is, did I do it in time? Hell yeah. Dude, next day is Thursday. I'll have the code and the location. Let's go to Notre Dame. In the grand atrium of Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer wall. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought. No dear, you religious type. Don't be silly. I'm following up on the Fontaine lead. We must find our mystery friar. It could be. Let's show some... Excuse me? Monsieur Friar? Do you know what tact is, Sparrow? Welcome, my brothers. Welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins? Wish to join in services? We're here because, Falcon, that friar, he looks very familiar. He does look familiar. What? No, that's not what I meant. Postman? Oh my god, your friend appears to be upset. Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like the judge we once met. I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see. Oh, it's Remus! It's Friar Remus. I knew it. I knew there was a Remus and a Romulus. Friar, would you say that you had a good relationship with Romulus? We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks. I didn't mean to pry. It's no trouble. Please tell me, why are you here, my brothers? Well, we have a couple of questions. So the scaffolding. Sort of construction work? A little repair, a little renovation. It's no secret the cathedral has seen better days. The Cult of Reason did a lot of damage back in the days of the Revolution. But now we're well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory. What's the difference between religion and a cult? Don't be rude, Sparrow. I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like gobbledygook and different packaging, don't they? Pretty much. You're right. Then maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise, some ideologies are worth following to the very end. But let's not talk about cults and ideologies. Did you want anything else? Fire, do you have something we could show you? Could you take a look at this? I heard that if you give some special passage readings, I think you'll find chapter 15, verse... Is that 11 or 2? Shit. Well, it's the same I in 15, so I'm going to assume that's 11. Journey of Samson. Divine strength. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be 11 because the same character that was in 15, which was 1-5, was in the next one. So it was 1-5, then 1-1 is what I'm assuming. Although the eyes look very much like the Roman numeral eyes, and I don't like that, but I don't know. What can you do? This part of scripture, Samson is confronted by the men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Could you read the passage? Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Etam. It said to Solomon, knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And Samson said unto them, as they did unto me, so I have done unto them. As they did unto me, so I have done unto them. Just going to write that down as a little note, just in case. It's poetic. Beautiful summation of justice. You understand the passage? That's delightful. Yes, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge of today who sits on a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a Sophet. Sophets were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, well. Let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is etam. Got it. I'll make note. It's like a backwards mate, but I'm confused. What do we do with this keyword? That is what you learn on your own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I'm sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth. We'll see what we can do. Is there anything else I can help you with? Perhaps you wish to make a confession. No, that's it. I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Friar. Go in peace, brothers. Okay. We're going to the Rue de Marmosets in a minute. I'm going to pee. Hang on. I also noticed, I thought maybe the whole sentence was like a... What's what I'm thinking of? Palindrome, kind of like just read it in reverse. I did notice the Edom and mate, but that's about it. Oh, it is Croc. Okay. He's like the Mr. Crocodile. That's like literally the Croc Monsieur. Must be. Excuse me, Monsieur. I don't recognize you fellas. What's the password? The password. Etam. Oh, I took you fellas for bird brain cops, but you actually know the secret password. So what do you want? Let's start with the introductions. You are the Croc Monsieur, are you not? That's the Croc Monsieur. That's what I said. People always get the pronunciation wrong. I'm not really hearing the difference. In any case, Monsieur Croque Monsieur. Don't tell me. You're bringing up names. You messed up my entire meeting. What do you think I use? What do you think he's an alias? Tell me which one. Drugs, guns, explosives, slaves. Come on, I don't have all day. To be honest, what I really want... and supplying weapons to a rebel group. I want to know everything. Who they are, where they're meeting, what they brought from you. Just kidding. Money beats integrity any day. Pay me 500 francs, I'll give you the dirt. 500 for information. That's a little steep. This intel's worth 50,000 francs to the Parisian police. I'm giving you a bargain. Listen, you pay me the full 500 right now, and I'll tell you exactly when and where you can find the rebels. Do you take checks? Very funny. And no, I don't take pocket lint either. It's cold, hard Napoleons only. It's a fuzz. Cheese it. Playing cops and robbers, are we, JJ? Are you blind? That was the Croque Monsieur. We're the crux of extracting some vital information about the rebels, but your smug entrance just ruined everything. That was the Croque Monsieur. I never would have guessed. You don't sound very concerned. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm quite impressed you managed to track down such an elusive criminal, but I have something much more pressing that I need to discuss with you. Okay, what's up? Perhaps. JJ, I want you to answer this question sincerely and honestly. Did you go by a different name prior to enrolling at Paris Law School? Do with anything. I would appreciate it if you just answer the question, JJ. I need to hear it from your own beak. Have you ever gone by a different name? I don't know. Amanda's had that right, but why does a man do such a thing? I don't appreciate your accusatory tone. You sound like Inspector Valerty. The inspector ordered you to dig up some dirt on me? Answer me, Severin. What's going on? What did he say? Oh, wait. Oh, man. That croc can run. Sure, I'll be sure to let the inspector know. Where are you going? We haven't finished our discussion, Severin. I've learned what I came here to find out. Good day, JJ. Good day, Sparrow Son. What was that all about? Doesn't matter. He's just poking his beak where it doesn't belong. Heh, nosy blighter. Tell me about your little adventure. You lost the Croque Monsieur? Yeah. He looks like a stumpy reptile. Oh, but he ran really fast. Oh, damn it! Stop advancing the text. Damn you, hand, and you fat, stupid fingers. He dropped something during the chase. He dropped something? What exactly? I'll show you. Follow me. Oh. Don't judge me. Ow. 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 Grit your beak and bear it. This is where we saw the crocodile jumping. I think all the lamps in the street have been vandalized. The ground is covered in glass from the broken panes. Oh, that explains my foot hurting. There's glass in the sole of my shoe. I must have trodden on some shards while chasing after the Croque Monsieur. My good shoes are ruined. File this away in the evidence folder. You want me to file the broken glass? I'm filing an official formal complaint to the government. Their faulty street lamps have ruined my shoes and I am owed compensation. Government officials have better things to do than worry about your 20-cent shoes, Barrowson. We'll see about that. Paint is faded. Trodo fruitier? Boutique del Fouquetier. There's no way it says that. Just made those words up. All words are made up. Very astute observation. I see hanging bushels of onions. That can't be right. It's sprigs. Sprigs of onions. No. That sounds pretty neutral. Confederacies of onions. Okay, we're done. Flocks of onions. We're done. What do you call a bunch of onions? It's like a bushel of wheat. A bundle of onions wouldn't be bad. What's the collective noun for onions? Do they have a collective noun? Quick, to Google. Ooh-wee. Boosh. Collective nouns for onions. Bushel is one of them. A bag of onions, a string, or a rope of onions, but that sounds like you literally get a rope and tie it around a bunch of onions. They call it a rope of onions. Alright, put onions in a bag and you got a bag of onions. That doesn't sound right. But a bushel sounds like it could be something. Okay. Somebody scrawled the word Descartes on it. The owner name? See the graffiti on the wall behind you? And day wall and Descartes. So many things day funny. Oh man. Intelligent humor. Noah's bar. All animals are welcome, except mosquitoes. You bloodsuckers and get your fix someplace else. Well, he has a point. I'm not saying all mosquitoes are bloodsuckers, but whoa, keep it classy. I'm just stating facts. That's racist, Falcon. How could you say that? It's about to be one other thing. Oh, there it is. This is it. It's the Croc 1 0 dropped. 40 muskets, 20 pistols, gunpowder, 3,000 musket balls delivered to the sleeping city. The goods are probably intended for the rebels. Excellent find, Sparrowson. It was nothing. But the sleeping city, where could that be? City that sleeps a lot. So somewhere in Spain would be my guess. It's the location, not literally a city. We already know the city where the rebels are gathering. It's right here in Paris. The sleeping city is a code phrase, like a riddle. I'm stumped, and the isn't getting us anywhere. We must find someone who can solve it. We need a person who is knowledgeable. Know-it-all, huh? Da-na, da-na, na, 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 na. Hey, Squidbird. Thanks, my man. How you doing? Oh, we got the invoice. Alright, do you think the crop dropped anything else? I don't see anything. Pretty sure like I'm literally like scavenging and I can't see a single other thing that we found. I found the glass as the other evidence, but you're doing good? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. My hair isn't doing the thing I want it to do. I want it to just chill, but it's not chilling. That's better. A little better. Surviving off 2 hours of sleep, god damn. You should sleep more. I say as I yawn. Is the room to your liking, mademoiselle? Don't call me that. Ooh, I know what's going on here. My apologies, madam. But what are your thoughts? Is the room suitable? It's dark, cramped, and more than a little macabre, but it will do. I've hired private security to guard this entrance 24 hours a day. Your weapons are safe. Tell me, Fire, are we doing the right thing? Of course we are, madam. There cannot be change without bloodshed. No revolution without revolution. That is interesting. That is a cute dog emote. Surprisingly not too tired. Yeah, there's a weird thing with sleep where it's like, if you sleep for like 10, 20 minutes, you know, you actually feel refreshed. You wake up. You're like, oh, cool, I'm good, right? And then there's like, you sleep for 30 minutes or 30 to 45 minutes, and you wake up and you're like, oh, kill me, right? If you sleep for like an hour, you're good. Wake up after an hour, you're like, oh man, I feel super good right now. Then if you wake up anywhere between 1 hour and 2 hours, you're fucked. But if you wake up right after like the 2 hour mark, you're like, you know what? I feel pretty rested. And then you just go about your day. And also it'll catch up to you later. Later on in the day, you'll probably notice it more. But yeah, it's weird. It's the way that sleep cycles work. So like if you get, there's like the light sleep and like the deep sleep. If you can hit like at the lightest parts, then you'll feel okay when you come out of it. But if you wake up in the deep parts, then you're fucked. So good luck with that. We got your second win, man. I'm glad to hear it. Hopefully it turns out good. There cannot be change without bloodshed. No revolution without revolution. Surely you aren't having second thoughts. Of course not. I want nothing more than to serve justice to the corrupted rulers of this country when the time comes. What is with the hand here? Interesting. I'll be the one to pull the trigger. Okay, and back to the library. Whee! You think Nathan likes riddles? Of course. All librarians like riddles. Seems like a bit of a stereotype, that's all I'm saying. We have to hope it's true. That boffin of ours is best chance of getting to the bottom of this. Good day, Dromio and Dromio. Well, good day, Monsieur. It was a pleasure to see that fine day. Tell me, do you like riddles? Of course. What has 2 mouths, 4 ears, yet talks twice as much as it listens? It's us two. It's you, messieurs. You come in here yammering and yelling, never stopping to close your beaks for 1 minute. Oh, very good. This last person, I need to get into good books. Ah, hee-haw. What was that? Sorry, I can't fake laugh. Oh my god. Stop this farce. You messieurs obviously have some inane riddle that needs solving. So let's hear it. Go on, spit it out. Now, if we were to say this, there's a place called the Sleeping City in Paris. Where would that be? The Sleeping City. Got it. Really? Of course. The riddle is trivially easy. There are plenty of locations that could be called the Sleeping City, but only one earns that title in Paris. Where would that be? We're just fact-checking to make sure we got it right. What kind of city is only inhabited by those who sleep all day and all night? That's a good question. What kind of city is only inhabited by those who sleep all day? The city of the dead? Spain! That'd be daft. Spain isn't a city. A very sleepy place. Spain? Madrid? You two are remarkably dense. Sleep is a metaphor. It's one of the oldest and most powerful metaphors in the history of literature. It symbolizes death itself. Yep. I would say city of dead, but yeah, graveyard is what I was talking about. The sleeping city obviously refers to a city of dead, a necropolis. Think. Use your puny avian brains. Do you have any necropolises in Paris? Of course. Catacombs, the winding tunnels of the dead that lie beneath our very feet. That's the first semi-intelligent thing you've managed to say all day. You have more questions, don't you? Oh, yes. Okay, can you give us a brief rundown of the history of the catacombs? Cemeteries of Paris were overflowing by the end of the last century. It was a mess, from what I hear. To create space, King Louis ordered the old skeletons to be excavated and put into the unused mine tunnels that lie under the city. With a little renovation and many years of hard work, the mines were successfully turned into a subterranean mausoleum. So what, it's basically a grave for a few thousand skeletons? Millions, more like. Don't underestimate the size of the tunnels. How can we get in? Correct. It was quite the bourgeois tourist hotspot about 20 years ago, but if you were hoping to pay a visit, you were too late. The church had all the entrances sealed shut fairly recently. Believe it or not, they considered turning of a mausoleum into a tourist attraction be in poor taste. Oh, right. Really? Sure, there must be a one or two left untouched. If there is such an entrance, it is not public knowledge. That's all. Thank you for your time. Good day. We just need to find the right manhole and boom. We're in spooky, scary skeleton town. Spooky, scary skeleton town. That's a good idea. Maybe it connects to the Seine? Perhaps some swimming is in order. But you're going to get yourself killed. If you really wish to visit the catacombs, you'd best be off asking those responsible for the closures. The dead people? The church. The church would know. Oh, right. Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay, we have 3 weeks. We've done 1 week. I want to focus on the investigation, and if we have time afterwards, I'd like to do the fetch quest to get the money to pay off the debt. Because I can do 100 francs easy enough. I have 100 francs, I could do that. Okay, well, he just told us to go back to the church, so there's no other churches, right? It's just them. It's the prison. It's the chateau. It's the associates. That's the tavern. Chocolate Emporium. You snuck out to the Louvre again. Keep telling you, my brother, you can't risk being seen. There's too much at stake. The good word must be spread, my brother. We need as many supporters as possible. No more sulking in the shadows. No more cowering in the dark. We must rise up against our oppressors. Here's your pen back. I borrowed it. Again? What happened to yours? I lost it. So careless. Don't sweat the petty things, brother. Let's focus on removing the obstacles that stand in the way of our father's dreams. Like the annoying little bird who's been poking his beak into our business. He's dangerously close to uncovering our secret. We had to take care of him. It would be in our interest. I have a trap in mind. Ah, someone's coming. Go ahead. My brothers have returned. What can I do for you today? A confession. Actually, Friar, we're here for information. We want to learn about the catacombs that lie under Paris. It's a wretched and haunted place. I'm sure it is. We know that the church is very responsible. Why did I think? For having the entrance sealed shut. We figured that maybe there's a super secret friar-only entrance that only you know about. That's an interesting idea. You know, you were not the first birds to have asked about this. We aren't. A cockerel paid a visit yesterday. Perfect posture, snooty or one-eyed and scowling? The first. Oh, sorry. Bright and snooty. Prosecutor, I think he was. If you venture into the catacombs, you will not return. Understood? Was that a threat? No, just a friendly word of caution. We wouldn't want anyone to get lost in the endless maze, would we? Now, if you two will excuse me, I have a sermon to prepare. Be on your way. Another dead end. Found this pen in the friar's robes. Yep. Interesting. This is more than interesting. This is amazing. This is the exact same pen Judge Romulus uses. Even contains the same red-green ink. Or do you think it's Romulus and Remus have the matching set? I honestly don't know. But I do know that this may come in handy. I'm going to keep hold of it. We're still at a dead end, though. My guts tell me the friar is hiding something, but I can't get him to cough it up. It's not like we have to beat the information out of him. Or sounds not like we can. Sorry. Let's just go do other stuff, and maybe we'll stumble upon some more clues. Okay, well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and visit the Pont du Arts. Maybe the fisherman's still there. Oh, there he is. He's a kingfisher, I assume. Toussaint. Well, if it isn't the rude lawyers. You know, you owe me, big guy. I owe you? My fishing line snapped when I dragged it out of the water the other day. I need to buy a new reel. Well, that's it. You owe me 2 francs for the fishing line and 1,000,000 francs for saving your life. You look so bourgeoisie. Alright, I'll tell you what. 2 francs for the line and we'll call it even. Deal. Where are we? Why are we here? Oh, right. We have some questions. Have you heard of the Croque Monsieur? Nope, doesn't ring the bells. That's a strange name, though. Did the man name himself after the sandwich, or was the sandwich named after him? I have no idea. I can only aspire to have a sandwich named after me one day. The Sparrow Son. Thick slices of white bread, mayonnaise, cheese, chicken, bacon, slices of sausage, honey-glazed ham. Oh, goodness. That sounds awful, to be honest. The first start, white bread, slathered in mayonnaise, cheese. I'm already like, gross. Please no. Even though it's most sandwiches, but... If I had a sandwich named after me, what would the Cameron be? I do have a sandwich that I make every once in a while. I actually made it just yesterday. Dude, he's always thinking with the stomach. That's his character, though. That's the good thing about him. That's what I love about Sparrowson. There's that and a couple other things, but that's one of the things I like about him. But I like to make like a BLT, but I like to add turkey and stuff like that. So it was on wheat bread, but I put garlic aioli on it, right? And I put lettuce and I put tomatoes on it, and then I put bacon bits and then I put like bacon infused turkey lunch meat or whatever, like chopped turkey meat, chopped turkey on there, and I slapped it all together. But gosh, like, oh man, just recently I had made a sandwich where I bought a Tuscan loaf, which is, I don't really know what makes it so special, it makes it Tuscan or whatever, but I bought a Tuscan loaf, which is a big thing of bread, right? Mentioned that on Discord, I did. But yeah, so like I cut it in half, and I cut it in half again. So like it's a big loaf. So I cut it in half. So I had just like the last half, and then I cut it in half again so I can put it in stuff. And I just stuffed it full of all that shit, and it's so good, so good. Oh man, oh gosh, if I could do that again though, like with like a, I don't know. It'd probably be that. That would be my sandwich. Just a BLTT. But it'd be fancier. Garlic aioli mixed with maybe a little bit of maybe the turkey would be nicer. Like I would actually get like nice, like good cuts of like dark meat turkey, like the juicy brined turkey. Yes, the BLTT or the BLT turkey. Got anything good today? Not a kipper. This new fishing line is really good, but I've run out of good bait. It's practically useless. That's quite an issue. Do you think that fish line would work as a high-grade string? It just might. Mr. Kingfisher Kingley. Since you weren't catching anything today, would it be possible for us to take the new fishing line off your hands? Do you want to go over this fishing line payment business? Yeah, but that was the compensation for the old fishing line. If you want to buy this new line, it's a whole separate matter. Saved your life, remember? And I was polite enough not to rub it in that fact in your face. Much. 10 francs. Ah, Jesus Christ. You're right. It cost 1, but I added a little markup. That's obscene. I guess it is a bit. I'll tell you what. If you can provide me with some killer bait, I'll give you the line for free. Like worms? Sure, worms. Sweets. Hey. I have some bait right here. Will these work as bait? Are these fancy chocolates? Wow, this would definitely work. The deal's made. Wait, hold on. Now I have fishing bait, no line. I did not think this deal through. Oh well. That's it. Okay. Oh gosh, I have to go to the halls and buy that. Damn it. Okay. And a copper pot and a piece of string. Let's see. Sacha Spider's silverware store? Too pricey. Place over there. Hairy Hippopotamus Pottery and Haberdashery. That name just rolls off the tongue. Ruse odds and ends. Looks cheap. I can even see a copper kettle. I recognize you. Weren't you begging outside Chateau Canary a couple weeks ago? Yeah, that was us. Thanks for the generosity, mister. You put your money to good use. We started a business. Ruse odds and ends. We sell everything. Congratulations. It's no small feat to pull yourself out of the streets in today's economy. A discount? Well, we did help kickstart your little enterprise. I suppose we are investors of sorts. No discounts. You gave us a donation out of the generosity of your hearts. Because you're such nice people. Maybe we can help you out. What does you want? Look for a copper kettle. 30 francs. Oh, Jesus. That's too much. Look at them engravings. It's nice and stout. Look at the handle. Look at the spout. Something like this, you can sip your tea while pretending to be a hoity-toity bourgeoisie. It's very fancy, but it's a little more than we can afford. How does 20 francs sound? I'm not bartering, monsieur. It's 30 francs or nothing. Do I want to pay 30 francs for this? Fuck it. YOLO. Little one is cute. Chimes in every once in a while. Look at the engraving. Look at the spout. You should come back if you forget something, monsieur. Come back soon. Alrighty. Let's find this inventor jerk off. Rue des Marmosets. Uh-oh. There he is. Get him. That's the rooster who shot the croque monsieur. Uh-oh. I think we're getting close to unraveling this whole rebellion nonsense. Let's not dawdle, Sparrow Son. We're nearly there. This letter first? Spam? I don't think so. It's from Cocorico. JJ, if this letter reaches you uninterrupted, then it means that I have been captured or killed by the rebels. What? Last evening, the inspector gave me a tip-off of a midnight trade between the rebels and the Croque Monsieur on Rue des Marmosets. I intended to watch from the shadows, but I know that such a mission is a dangerous one. Wish me luck. If this is the last correspondence you'll ever hear from me, then I suppose I should end it on a positive note. You are a good friend and an excellent lawyer. I'm sorry for belittling you all these years. Kind regards, Severin Kokoro. Well, shit. Is this for real? There's no way. This letter is some sort of setup. It's his handwriting. What do you think he is? I don't know. Why would he go alone? I don't know. But we have to go help him, right? If that trade was at midnight last night and it's 10 o'clock now, he might still be okay. I don't know. Come on, Falcon. Pull yourself together. We gotta act fast while there's still time on the clock. You right. Sparrow Son? I have a bad feeling in my gut. Me too. Me too. This letter is terrifying stuff. No, you don't understand. I know that if Severin isn't already dead now, he will be very soon. There's nothing we can do about it. You don't know that? I do. I am certain. We've messed up. We've missed something. We've overlooked something vital, and now Severin's fate is sealed. Defeat is nonsense. Come on, Falcon. Let's go visit the Rue des Marmosets. Let's go find a clue. Off we go. No time for wheezing. If Kokoro was last seen around here, then there might still be a clue nearby. Blood. Full blood. Looks fresh. Cocorico's? I see drag marks heading towards that tunnel, which leads straight to the Seine. If I had guessed, someone was killed here last night, and their body was hastily disposed of in the river. I see several sets of bloodied footprints too. Some are faint, but they head that way towards the main road. Let's see where the footprints go. Off to Notre Dame. The footsteps lead right into Notre Dame? It seems that way. Unbelievable. Where's a friar when you need one? Forget the friar. Let's keep following the blood trail and see where it ends up. Should we get the police involved before we go any further? Man, I'm famished. When is that mouthy parrot going to relieve me of duty so I can go grab a snack? The trail keeps going. Isn't that the conciergery? Quack? Quark, you dummies. I know it is your religious man, monsieur. I'm not. I had a career change. Private security pays much better than regular old jail keeping, you know. We don't have much time, so I'll keep it brief. We're following a trail that leads to the door behind you. We need to let you need to let us pass. You idiots, that door leads straight to the catacombs. You don't want to go there. Catacombs. And besides, just because I know how to get in doesn't mean I'm just going to let you pass. Got a job to do. I have integrity. I promise to act as guard. That's what I'm doing. Got a bribe, don't you? Bingo. What you got? Oh, do I have a present to give him? Just give him a copper kettle. Monsieur, perhaps it wasn't clear. I'm short on both time and patience. Are you going to tell us to pass, or do you have to beat you until you're unable to stop us? Doors are behind me. Go on. Is the door of the catacombs? It's that simple. Yeah, it's that simple. What are you expecting? A hidden bookcase or something? Go on. Ain't my problem. Here goes nothing. Then we begin descent. That's ridiculous. I can't even see my hand in front of my face. 1 foot in front of the other spare son. You would have a match, but you know all the health benefits. It'd probably be calmer. Keep it together. I know. I'll unravel this loose thread from my jacket. There aren't any minotaurs, are there? Head of a bull, body of a bull, scary stuff. That's not actually, never mind. It feels like there's a gap in the wall here. I guess that path branches. A little more stagnant to the right. The breezy path would take you out. Quirk's all talk. I knew there was no chance he would fight back. Let's get a Quirk. I found you scary. I haven't seen you get so angry before. Everyone's life's on the line, Sparrowson. Forgive me for showing a little emotion. Is there a glimmer of light coming from the right path? I see it too. There's definitely some light there. Follow the light path. Hush, listen. Terrified. Hell yeah, JJ Falcon, let's go. What is your name? You're with the police, the rural guards? Speak, bird. Been here all night and he simply ain't talking. He ain't reacting to coaxing, he didn't react to torture. Maybe it's time, administer some justice. That word. Oh, he finally crows. You wanna know who I am? Fine. My name's Severin Kokoro. I'm a public prosecutor for the courtesies. It's been a pleasure, but we ain't having spies running around our base of operations, can we? Without further ado, he's no ordinary spy. Because he's a prosecutor? No. Because he's the bastard who condemned my father 10 years ago. Whoa. I had my suspicions when I saw his smug air of arrogance, his holier-than-thou glare. Now that I know his name and occupation, there's no doubt. Do you remember the trial of the homeless lion of the winter of 1835? What was your father's name? Jean Beaumont. Over his crimes. Trying to feed a starving child. He took a handful of vegetables from a grocery stand. Not out of greed, but a sheer desire to see me survive. He was seen by a policeman, another arrogant cockerel like yourself. My father was thrown in jail, dragged to court, and had the privilege of watching the proceedings from the stands. This man is a thief, He's a scoundrel. He deserves the harshest possible punishment for his crimes. All he cared about was fulfilling your lust for see a criminal behind bars. He died on his third. Do you remember him? In all my days as a prosecutor, I've seen over thousands of cases. I'm not going to remember a single bread thief. We're all just insects, aren't we? Who cares if a child starves in the streets? As long as you put enough criminals behind bars to meet your quota. Your silence speaks volumes of your guilt. You've been tried for the people of the Second Republic. You've been found guilty on the counts of conspiracy, of the murder of the Croque Monsieur, and the murder of my father, Jean Beaumont. If you want to shoot me, you can fulfill your revenge fantasies, then by all means, shoot me. But don't pretend for a moment that this mob resembles a court of justice in any form. Bird, you know nothing of justice. Find the police. It's all solved for time. Wait! Wait. He's right. This is a terrible trial. There's no evidence, no defense, no examination of the facts. You dragged a man off the streets and decided his fate purely based on your own prejudices and whims. Who the clock does this bird brain think he is? I am this man's defense attorney. I am J.J. Falcon. What are you doing? Defense attorney? You're a Raven Looney is what you are. Or a spy. I've seen him eavesdropping on our conversation before. He cannot be trusted. Please, hear me out. Frere's not going to help me out for sure. Fontaine, maybe. Piero? Nah. On a couple occasions, but you seem like an intelligent and reasonable person. Do consider himself to be reasonable. Then surely you can see something wrong with dragging someone off the streets and accusing them without trial. Executing them without trial. I want to see a better France. A France with actual liberty for all. I don't enjoy violence, but I have no qualms with a traitor or two dying to achieve that noble goal. You see, Falcon, this man's death is inevitable. For the good of France, in the name of justice, he must be killed. There's that word again. I wouldn't presume to know who you are or what you stand for, but shooting this man right now would not bring you justice. It would only serve to satisfy your desire for revenge. What's the difference? A due process. Following an organized chain of events, justice ensures that both sides have a fair and balanced trial. And this is your opportunity to show the rooster how it should be done. Entertain these words. Entertain these words of this heathen. We'll play it this your way. We shall have a formal trial to the murder of Croque Monsieur. Shall we head back to my office or... No. You'll walk us right into a trap. We shall have the trial right here and now. Right here, in the catacombs. It's as good a place as any. I suppose we'll be needing a judge. Piero volunteers. I'm trying to form a courtroom, not a circus. Go see how the security's doing. We don't want any more spies wandering in. Radio. You can be our judge. I will lead the prosecution. Due respect, I don't trust your peers to be impartial. As we speak, you are being watched and judged by countless dead men and women. They shall be our jury. It is me you have to convince, Falcon. Convince me this bird is not guilty. I am the one who holds the gun. The trial of Severin Coquereau is underway. He stands accused for the murder of a man known as the Croque Monsieur in cold blood. Madame Beaumont, please explain the details of what happened. Last night, at the stroke of midnight, 2 gunshots were heard at the Rue des Marmousets. Piero alerted us, and we managed to arrive before the police did. On the scene, I saw a man known as the Croque Monsieur, a good friend of ours, lying in a pool of his own blood. Standing over the body, I saw the murderer, Severin Coquereau, still clutching his murder weapon. Okay, so we understand that the crime was not witnessed firsthand. Only saw the aftermath. Found this here pigeon running around the tunnels. I'm no pigeon, monsieur. He's a spy. It's alright, he's with me. With you, he's my assistant. He carries my bags and stuff. No, madam. Then take your lackey out of my sight. I saw someone lurking in the catacombs. I think he was watching us from the shadows. I don't know. We got spooked when he saw me. He dropped this. He won't give it to me. Cult pamphlet. Pamphlet of the cult found in the Sparrowsons. It's found by Sparrowson in the catacombs. It's the same cult guide. The same cult, but this one isn't signed. Good question. I'd best be getting back to the patrols then. Not so fast. You witnessed the crime firsthand, did you not? I did. Then you can be our first witness. Go stand in the corner. Do I need to say an oath or anything? That won't be necessary. We trust you. Tell us what you saw last night. I saw it as plain as day. The croc monsieur was minding his own business. All of a sudden, this here brute of a rooster appeared with his gun in hand. Bam! Rooster fired. Croc slumped to the floor. Using the last of his strength, Monsieur drew his own gun. Bam! Croc fired back. Yes, ma'am. No question there. When you guys, Fontaine, Remus, and you, ma'am, were only a stone's throw away at the cathedral, so I ran to get your help. We all arrived back at the scene maybe a minute after it happened. It's nothing, man. You see, Falcon? He's not the sharpest knife in the kitchen. True that. But he's honest to a fault. I would trust his word with my own life. I don't doubt the man's honesty. Nonetheless, I like to cross-examine the witness. I don't claim to be an expert of the law. That is always my brother's role in the family. But I think a cross-examination means Falcon would like to waste our time by asking pointless questions. It means I'd like to make sure that Piero's story holds up under scrutiny. Yes, I will be asking some questions, but only questions that directly relate to the case at hand. We'll let the bird have his little cross-examination. But I'm warning you, Falcon, don't mess with me. If I get the slightest inkling that you are rambling to stall for time, end this trial. Do I make myself clear? Yeah, I get it. It's a cross-examination. You claim you saw the incident as plain as day. Yep, plain as day. It occurred at night. In February, on an overcast, moonless night, in an unlit alley. It would have been too dark. So dark that you could not possibly have correctly identified the people involved. Hold on, Falcon. You slipped up. You say the alley was unlit, but I distinctly recall there being lanterns over Rue de Marmousets. Who live on the Ville Luminaire. There's a gas lamp on every street. You're right. There are street lanterns over Rue de Marmousets, but that wouldn't have been any good. The street lamps over Rue de Marmousets are broken. They were completely non-functional. As proof, I present the glass shards that line the alleyway. These shards originate from the panes of the broken lamps. Those glass shards could have come from anywhere. You could send one of your underlings to see the broken lamps for yourself if you want. I think not. That sounds like a stalling tactic. I don't remember whether the street lamps were or were not broken, but I do remember we had to use a torch to light up the scene. I'm just saying Falcon might be alright. It was particularly dark, so it's possible that there weren't any lit street lamps. Stop quibbling. Maybe the lamps were broken. Maybe they weren't. It doesn't matter. I know that Pierre's testimony is accurate because I personally saw the rooster at the crime scene 1 minute after he did. It's plenty of time for a real murderer to escape for a passerby to stumble upon the scene. You must acknowledge that it is a possibility. I acknowledge nothing. There's an inkling of doubt. You know that there is a slight notion that Pierre may be misremembering what he saw. I wasn't badgering. On the next witness. I do. There's someone among us who is something of a gun connoisseur. Oh, that's me again. No, shut up, Pierre. Get off the stand. It's Fontaine. Very well. Is it true you're a gun specialist? I hate to brag, but yes, I know about guns. Their mechanics. Their beauty. Have you heard of the revolver mechanics America is developing? Ah, mwah. Beautiful. Perfecto. Let's stick to the guns that were found at the crime scene. Tell us about those. Very well. This gun is found on Severin Cockrell's person at the time of the arrest. It's a standard issue percussion lock. Chalteralt. Gendarmerie. Lots of police and soldiers carry these dull things. It's a gun that says, I'm a reliable man of the law. Does it? Told me the writing crop is a self-defense choice. Strange that he had a gun in the first place. This was found on Croque Monsieur's corpse, clutching tightly in his hands. It's a turnover, double-barreled, ivory handle, 20 centimeters. An exquisite and highly customized gun. It's one of a kind. Whoever used this weapon knew their stuff. The Croque Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. Not surprised his personal weapon would have been something so flamboyant. What's really fascinating is the ammunition. The bore of this pistol has been fitted with a set of grooves. A lead bullet was embedded in the middle of Croque Monsieur's sternum. It appeared to have a straight angle of entry. Sternum, chest, right? Right there in the middle of his chest. Straight angle of entry, which means bang, right there. In other words, Croque Monsieur was facing his killer when he was shot. That's right. The other interesting point was that the Croque Monsieur's outer clothes were singed. Occurs and, yeah, directly burned by the gun's muzzle flash, which means close quarters. How close does a person have to be burned? Less than 3 meters, I would say. 5 at the most. So it's not a rogue sniper on the rooftops. The Croque Monsieur was standing, they were face to face, and he shot him like, bang. Like right there. It is plainly evident only one person was found at the time of the incident. Prosecutor Cocorico. I think you just unequivocally proved this bird's guilt. Not so fast. I'd like to cross-examine a witness. The lawyer try. When he fails, there's absolutely no doubt to anyone in this room that Cocorico is nothing but a bloodthirsty murderer. Let's cross-examine this shit. So the chest and his clothes were singed, indicating a close-range gunshot. Standard issue gendarmerie pistol was found on Cocorico's person. A question regarding the gendarmerie pistol. Is there any way to tell whether a gun has been fired recently? Yes, there are a couple of ways. For around a minute after firing, the barrel's pistol is going to be hot to the touch. It's a dead giveaway. You can also check for gunpowder residue in the barrel and chamber. It's been fired since it's been cleaned. Would you say that Cocorico's weapon was fired last night? It's difficult to say. None of us thought to check the pistol's barrel temperature at the time of the incident, so we can't use that method. If I check for gunpowder residue now, I see a little in the barrel. That could indicate a recently fired weapon, but it could also indicate a lack of proper maintenance. We don't know whether it was fired or wasn't fired. No one's here. If we cannot be certain whether it was ever fired a gun, then this whole trial has to be thrown out. Still a prime suspect. He's standing over Croque, weapon in hand. If that gun is not the weapon, what was? Try another approach. About the pistol. What does caliber mean? But I'm not a gun connoisseur like yourself. What do you mean by caliber? Is the width of its internal barrel and the width of the bullets that it fires. So you would use 15mm wide bullets for a pistol with a 15mm wide barrel. Did the bullet embedded in the Croque match the caliber of Cocorico's pistols? I don't know for sure. I didn't have the time nor the equipment to dig the bullet out. Lead bullets fragment. It'd be difficult to properly piece together a fired lead bullet to assess its caliber with any accuracy. Let's find out the turnover. You were about to say something about the gun's ammunition before Madame Beaumont cut you off. Could you give us the details? Now he'll never stop talking. Glad you asked. As you probably know, most bullets are just small, round lead balls, right? This particular weapon uses an advanced, iron-tipped, aerodynamic, carefully grooved... It's an iron-tipped mini ball. It's very rare, top-of-the-line technology. Before last night, I had never seen one of these in person. The legendary arms dealer only makes sense. Where did you find this bullet? In the pistol's chamber. I'm confused. I thought the Croc Monsieur fired his gun, so how is it possible that his gun was still loaded with the bullet? It's double-barreled, that means it can hold 2 bullets at once. Ah. The Croc Monsieur fired 1 bullet, but died before he fired the second one. Where's the other bullet? The other bullet? The fired ball. There were 2 shots that I remember. One from the assailant, one from the crocodile. I scoured the scene for a couple minutes, but couldn't find it. It's a pity. It would have been great to have these 2 magnificent bullets. Did anyone find the fired mini ball? In his body? You're asking if Kokoro was wounded by the bullet? No, that is much as plain to see. Where is the fired mini ball? I don't have any clue. What are you trying to get at, Falcon? Isn't it obvious? If the bullet wasn't embedded in the alleyway wall, and it wasn't embedded in Kokoro, that means it hit the murderer. It must still be embedded in whoever attacked Croc Monsieur. Makes perfect sense. The double-barreled turnover gun, the missing bullet. Let's say the bullet did indeed hit the real perpetrator. Well, it's only been a few hours since the shooting. Presumably, the person would still have the bullet lodged in them. Find the person with unique iron mini ball embedded in them, and you find the real murderer. We don't have time nor resources to search every citizen in Paris. You don't have to search everyone in Paris. I believe the murderer to be someone in this very room. I do. This was obviously a planned attack. Someone invited Kokoriko, I don't know why I said Kokoriko, and the Croc Monsieur to the same place at the same time in order to create a setup. Only someone with Rebels connections could engineer such an event. Are you saying that someone in this room was shot last night? Bullet wound can be concealed. If it were to take off their shirts, no. I'm not having anyone strip down to their knickers just to cater to some outrageous theory. Gosh. I hate the fact that I can't read very well. Like, I can't read and speak at the same time. If you can't think of a more reasonable way to prove the stray bullet theory, then we need to end this damn trial here and now. A more reasonable way. This theory has to be true. We also knew that he had no way to prove it. Agreed. Not another word. We humored you. We set up court and went through the motions of the trial, and now the Rooster's guilt has been formally proven. The trial's over. I find you're guilty of the counts of conspiracy, the murder of Croc Monsieur, and the murder of the father Bone. It's alright. I've made my peace. It's far from alright. Dying in the name of the New Republic, at the hands of rebels. There are worse ways to go. It was good enough for Robespierre, right? You two have done nothing wrong. I see no reason for you to be tried, let alone executed. I'll tell the police everything. It would compromise us. Cross keep our beak shut. Cannot trust the word of potential traitors, madam. For the good of France, we must execute the birds right away. What to do, what to do. You have 2 options. The first is that I shoot you right here and now. It's not something either of us particularly want, but if it must be done, you join us. We need lawyers to help bring the New Republic into fruition. Your skills will be very much appreciated. For now, I need to hear a decision. What will it be? I don't want to join these people. Fuck them. We would love to join you. The rebels and the Aviary Attorneys. What a team. Sparrow son, this is serious. Let me talk. I know what you're about to say, and it was stupid. Alright? Stupid predator refused to work with the monster who murdered Severin. You don't have to be happy with the task. Just play along. Fine. We'll work with you. A verbal contract has been made. What happens now? We'll lead you to the Kanajo. Oh, whatever. I will finish up here and meet you in 2 hours. We'll be keeping a close watch on you. Don't even think about running. You're probably plotting revenge for their dead friend at this very moment. Throughout the trial, I got the impression Falcon was trying to de-escalate the situation, avoid violence. Such a viewpoint is naive, but it is exactly what we need in this revolution. If they are stupid enough to even raise one feather against me, they will regret it. Gosh. The end of Act 3. Okay. I'm going to call it tonight. I gotta go to work tomorrow morning. So, I'm going to end the stream now instead of going another section. So, yeah, I like this game a lot. I really do like this game. It's interesting, and I'm having a lot of fun. So, yeah, I want to keep playing it. We're gonna stop it for now. So yeah. Good night. Thank you, Rose. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it.